All right, y'all, we are live on this beautiful Thursday morning. It's crisp. It's crispy outside. There's crispness on the grass, like Rice Krispies. Blessings to everybody in the name of Yeshua the Messiah, Jesus the Messiah. I pray that everybody is blessed in multiple ways. On this beautiful day, I have a lot to talk about, y'all. Make sure to smash up the like button because, as usual, if we can get this stream up to 750 likes during the stream, we will absolutely be giving away 0.025 Bitcoin, which may be worth nothing by the end of the stream, so stay tuned. And on a more serious note, y'all, you know, on this channel, we wax nonsensical. We wax facetious, sarcastic. We talk about butt cheeks. We talk about pulling the fib. But guys, you know, in all seriousness, the world is a very, very crazy place. When I look out and I see the things that are allegedly happening, allegedly, we don't know what's happening. It really helps me refocus because it is so easy for me to get absolutely absorbed into trading all day and all night. And everything I see is just blue and purple. But the thing that keeps me grounded, the thing that keeps me going, the thing that keeps me wanting to pursue life and raising my children is the fact that my hope is in the Messiah, Yeshua. Because the reality is, he is the creator, the owner, and the sovereign over everything that's happening. And unless we have our priorities in order and our eyes fixed on the eternal things, then we are going to end up hopeless, because this world will leave you completely empty and hopeless. No matter what I do, all I can think about are blue and purple candles VWAP too. I pull my fib when I'm with you. Oh. Shout out to the Titan Trading Group. Shout out to Rob McLaren. I will pray for you, my friend. Lewis, you can get this song by Googling royalty-free lo-fi hip-hop beats. All right, y'all. We are live on this absolutely beautiful Thursday. We got the Pikachu hat, holographic, of course, Pikachu hat going on, as if I'd wear a hat that was not holographic. We've got the glasses. Might as well turn them upside down to remind everybody that this is not financial advice. You should never take anything that a man on YouTube with a holographic Pikachu hat, upside down glasses, has to say as financial vice. As financial vice. I meant advice. Advice. So, I want to talk about the Bitcoin, guys. I want to talk about the corn. Today, primarily, we're going to be getting corny, guys. We're going to be getting corny. And the reason is because, you know, a lot of people have been getting a little frustrated with the corn. We're going to talk about some altcoins too. Yeah, we're going to talk about some alts. Here's the thing, guys, about the Bitcoin. People have been like, man, this Bitcoin is just so volatile. I cannot figure this code out. I cannot crack the code. The corn code. Jimmy cracked the corn code and I don't care. Jimmy cracked the corn code and I don't care. Well, we're about to crack the corn code on this live stream today, guys, because today, on this beautiful Thursday, I really do. I want to talk about how I'm able to get the trades, right? I want to talk about how I was able to short here. Well, before I even talk about that, I want to talk about how I was able to long here, short here, ride it all the way down to long it here. Didn't really trade for the next few days, but then I took a short right here. Okay. Took that, missed this long here, didn't take the long. But then I took a short from up here, took a long from down here, and took a short from right here. I'm still in that short, and I want to just kind of show you guys how I find the trades. And because there's a structure to this. Okay, there's a structure to this. Now, when we look at the Bitcoin price action, there's something I want to point out here, because honestly, understanding what has happened in the past is going to help us understand where Bitcoin is going in the future. Seriously, if we can look at the past data, I know some people deny that technical analysis is real, but come on. We all know it's real, guys. We've all seen it work, all right? Shout out to you TA deniers out there. You TA deniers, you science deniers out there. You know, if we just put just superficially on the chart, right, these two white lines. Now, I haven't done any technical analysis. All I've done is I've looked at the chart, and I've noticed that price seems to be trading between two areas for the past few days since October 14th. For the past half a month, price is ranging between highs up here and lows down here. And whenever we are trading any kind of asset, we always need to be focusing on a range of some sort in a large scale zoomed out picture. And the reason for that is because this is going to provide us the framework from which we are able to determine where price is going to pivot, so that we can know how and when to enter a trade. Okay? And even without doing any technical analysis right here, we can kind of tell that when price gets close to this top white line, we should be looking for a short. And when price gets close to this bottom white line, we should be looking for a long. And when price is in the middle, well, it depends, right? It depends. It depends. Now, when I say it depends, it means there's a lot of different options here, okay? First of all, if you're this guy, you know, you might want to take a long in the middle, but if you're this lady, you might want to take a short in the middle. But in general, we're going to be looking for shorts at the top of the range and longs at the bottom of the range. Okay? Now, how do we determine the actual high and low of the range? Because a lot of people don't quite get that. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull what is called a fixed range. Okay? And what a fixed range does is we're going to be looking at, like I said, I just drew a superficial line on the chart, right? To determine the highs and the lows, just based on my eye. And then I'm going to take this indicator right here. I'm going to come over here, click on fixed range, and I'm going to pull this thing from the time that price starts trading above the low that I drew by my eye, all the way to the current price action. And this is now going to give me what's known as a value area. A value area is basically an area that whatever asset you're looking at, this where the candles are highlighted in color is considered a fair value, right? It's considered a fair value. When price comes above the fair value, we can expect it. It's very probable that price will come back into that fair value zone. And when price comes lower than that fair value zone, it's very likely price will come back up into that fair value area zone. And now what we can do is we can draw lines on the chart that will give us the value area high and the value area low. And again, we can kind of see that when we get down to the low area where Bitcoin is considered undervalued, we're going to come back up. And when we get to the high area where Bitcoin is considered overvalued, we're going to come back down. It really is that simple. I mean, I'm oversimplifying it, but really this is the framework from which we're going to be looking for all of our trades, our swing trades, our day trades, all that kind of stuff. Okay? And you know, that's how I was able to enter into some of these trades, right? I mean, for example, in the VIP Discord, on October 28th, I was looking to short from 61.5. I was looking to short from 61.5. And this was a trade I posted in the VIP Discord in the potential scalp trade section. And we got a beautiful rejection right from that area, 61.5. And that trade actually ended up being a very, very, very massive move to the downside, about 323%. And notice where I took that trade from, right? From 61.5. 61.5 was right about here, right? It was right about here, and I wrote it all the way down. Now you'll notice this trade that I took from 61.5 was not at the top of the range. It was in the middle of the range, okay? So the range only provides a framework, but then what we can do to find other places where we can enter trades is we can pull our fibs. And if I pull a fib from the high to the low, okay, we can see that we came up and we did reject right out of the Fibonacci golden pocket. So if we are coming down to the low of the range, we're going to make our way back up to the high of the range. How are we going to determine where price is going to, because it's never going to go straight up and straight down, right? It's going to come up and then down and then 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 up and then down. What we're going to do is we're going to use this value area as our framework, and then we're going to pull fibs and use other levels of support and resistance to help us catch those moves in the middle, right? And so we can see right here that I took a short right from the golden pocket because in advance I had a plan into Discord. I didn't know it was going to be such a huge move, but I already had the plan. Look, we're at the low of the range. We're coming up above the center point of the range, and we have a golden pocket right about here, right about 61.5. We have a golden pocket. We have a weekly level of control. And I wanted to see bearish divergences on Market Cipher B. And that's exactly what happened. We got that massive move to the downside. Okay. And then right after that, I longed 58.2. And the reason I longed 58.2 is because we bounced right off of a naked weekly point of control at the low of the range, right? So we shorted all the way down here. And this purple wick actually came down under the value area. So we know when we come down here, we're already looking for price to come back up. And then when we turn on our naked point of controls right here, boom, we can see we came right down to a level of support, a naked weekly point of control. And when we come to Market Cipher B, we can see, if we go back in time, that when we did come down to that level, if I could ever find it now, yeah, when we did come down to this level, we were getting absolutely massive bullish divergences on these lower time frames, right? And so it made it very obvious to take the long here. And so if we're just working within the framework of understanding that Bitcoin is most likely in a range, and of course, it's not always going to be in a range, right, guys? There's going to come a time where Bitcoin is, and I'm very bullish on it, going to break out of the range. It's not going to come back in. It's not going to come back in. It's going to keep going, and it's going to start to form another range, just like how we were trading in this range down here for quite some time. And then we had a massive pump to the upside, and then we start trading in this range up here. That's how it's going to work. It's going to go level to level, range to range. Excuse me while I pick my nose. Well, I'm not picking, I'm itching, guys. I have an itch, and I'm using my thumb, okay? Don't tell Dr. Fauci that I'm not practicing good hygiene over here. All right? And so that's kind of how we need to be looking at it, right? And then, you know, the other day, I took, when Bitcoin was pumping and everybody was super, super bullish, I took a short up in this zone here. And I had posted that morning in the Discord that I was building my short. I posted in this channel here that I was building my short, meaning I was adding to it even though price was pumping. I said I'm building my short here, meaning I already have a partial position open. And the reason why, and then later on that day I posted as well, in the Discord. By the way, if you want to get into the Discord, you can go to patreon.com/Jason Casper. But I posted earlier that day saying, later that day, saying that I'm still short. I'm still short. And the reason I was still short, even though price was pumping outside of the value area, is because just that, price was pumping outside of the value area, meaning it's very probable that we come back down. And not only that, but we had a bearish divergence on the 1 hour time frame, Market Cipher B. If you ever get a bearish divergence outside of the value area on a high time frame like the 1 hour, that means it's very, very probable that we're going to come back down into the range. And so that's what happened, right? Even though we were above the range, and even though I was building my short, and even though I did take a short from right here, okay, I added more when we came up here. And then when I saw the bearish divergence confirm, I said I'm staying in my position, even though I was in some slight drawdown. And the reason is because we were getting a bearish divergence, which again, a bearish divergence, if anybody doesn't know, is when Market Cipher B, when the red dots are getting lower, but the price is making higher highs. That means there's an imbalance. That means that although price is getting higher, momentum is leaving the asset, and there needs to be a correction, and that correction will be downward. And notice that, you know, most of the time, when we come to the resistance, it acts as resistance, and when we come to the support, it acts as support. A lot of people fall into the trap of trying to long when price is pumping. But instead, if you missed a long, right? CryptoFace, he longed somewhere, I think down here, one of those days. And I could have taken that long, and I missed it, right? I missed it. So I'm not going to try and long while price is pumping, right? Instead, what I'm going to do is if I miss the trade, right? I'm not going to FOMO in just because I see somebody else has taken the trade and they are already in massive profits. Instead, we need to go back to the drawing board. All right, I missed the long, but where's going to be my next opportunity to take a trade? And then we say to ourselves, the most probable area is probably going to be somewhere up around the value area high, right? And then what we can do is we can pull fibs. We can look at daily levels. I know for me, I had a few levels up here that I was looking to short. I'm pretty sure I had just some zones. Yeah, I had some zones up there in general. There was also a golden pocket up here at the value area high, guys. Yeah, if we pull our fib from this high here to this low, we can see there was a golden pocket there. There was a value area high up here. I think there was something else up here as well. And it's just like, okay, there's a very high chance that we're going to come down from here. When Market Cipher gives me the confirmations, I'm going to come down. You know? So, Shane says to check out Kabosu. Kabosu sounds like one of those sausages. One of those German sausages, right? How do you even spell that? Kielbasi? Check out Kielbasi, guys. Check it out. Here we go. Here we go. Now, I don't eat pork, okay? But if this was all beef kielbasi, then maybe I would eat it, right? Over some noodles with some butter, right? Maybe I would do that, okay? Or maybe I would put it with some peppers and some onions, all right? Maybe I would make some stir fry. If you're into that, check out manilaspoon.com. Right. So that's kind of what happened in the past. And, you know, I'm currently still in the short from up here, and I'm still long from down here. Now, let's talk about the long from down here, right? Because yesterday, this wick here freaked out so many people, right? It freaked out so many people. But we have to understand, where did we wick down to? We wicked right down to a golden pocket, literally right to the golden pocket. And not only did we wick down to the golden pocket, but if we take this fixed range and we just analyze a shorter range here, a smaller range, right? We can see that not only did we wick down to the golden pocket, but we wicked right down to the value area low of a more local range, right? And so it's no surprise, although it is a surprise that price came down here so quick, it's no surprise that price came down here. And yesterday, when we were looking at the charts in the Discord, in the morning, when I was coming up with my trading levels, the levels that I had were, one, there was a support right here at 61K, and then we had the golden pocket right at about 60.1K. Those were the two levels I was looking to long. We came down right to 61K, literally right to it. And the reason I knew that level in advance was because it was a value area low and a golden pocket. And so I was waiting for price to come down there. And when price does come down there, that's how I was able to get into a trade, which was a juicy one, guys. It was a pretty juicy one. In fact, this is when I locked in profits, but the trade itself went much higher than that, right? It went much higher than that. Shout out to everyone who's absolutely killing it here. Shout out to Boyan, who's killing it. Shout out to Houston. Shout out to Crypto LP33, taking the trades with me, making those juicy profits. Long SHIB with me, long VeChain with me. But yeah, so yesterday was so juicy because I shorted from the high, longed from the low, and then I shorted again from the high. And that short this morning when I woke up was in some very juicy profits, right? And so this is how we find the trade. This is the framework from which we're looking for this stuff. And the way I do it is I combine levels of support and resistance with Market Cipher, right? If Market Cipher is giving you confirmation, you know that you can enter a trade. For example, this morning, okay, and I did not take this trade because I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling it, guys. But if we just do pull a fib from, was it this? No, it wasn't that. Pulling our fib. Yeah, look at this. If we pull our fib from this high, this low to this high, and we ignore the wick, look at what happened this morning. Okay, we got to bounce perfectly off that 618, right? And that bounce happened when we got a bullish divergence on the 12-minute time frame, right? We got a bullish divergence where we got a lower low with the price right to the golden pocket, and then we got a higher low right here. And that's what happens. So, you know, when price is moving down, you should be looking at Market Cipher to see, are we going to get a bounce out of the JC? I mean, out of the CC? I mean, out of the GP? I mean, out of the golden pocket? Right? We should be looking for that. Shout out to DCF. Shout out to Van Garmone. Yeah, so what is going to happen next with Bitcoin, right? Are we going to pump or are we going to dump? Are we going to dump or are we going to pump? I love how pump and dump rhyme. They pump and they dump. Pump and dump, right? So just to give you a quick overview of all this stuff that I was just talking about, you know, we can see all the trades. Well, not all the trades. I've taken more trades than what I've circled here. But I can pull out many fibs. They call me a multiple fib puller. Now I can't find them all, but basically pretty much all these trades I took were from golden pocket levels mixed with areas being either at the high or the low of the local range, right? So if the corn dumps, okay, what we should be doing is we should be looking for longs if we come down to the low of the range. And if we do come down to the low of the range, we need to be aware of certain levels that potentially could give us a nice bounce. Now, once we tap a golden pocket, right? Once we tap a level, like a naked point of control or something like that. And by the way, if you guys don't know how to do this, okay? You guys don't know how to do technical analysis. You don't know how to get your levels of support and resistance. You don't know how to get your volume levels, your naked point of controls, your weeklies, your dailies, your monthlies, your key levels, right? If you don't know how to do all this, check out JasonCasperTrading.com because this course will give you the knowledge and the skills you need to become a confident trader. Because what we do at this course, and there's currently a 30% discount in the description of the video, okay, is I go through my systematic, methodical approach to trading. All right, the kind where you're not stressed out. Well, that's a lie. I do get stressed out because I'm constantly glued to the charts, constantly doing analysis, but you're not stressed out in the sense that you're losing money stressed. You're stressed out in the sense that you can't stop looking at the charts stressed unless you're just a swing trader, in which case your life is great. But if you're a scalper like me, okay, what it will do is it will basically give you a blueprint so that you can, first of all, find the good trades, know how to enter, know how to take profit, know how to use risk management so that you're making money over time and not getting completely wrecked. Okay, this is everything I wish I had known before I started trading. If you follow this advice to a T, of course, it's not financial advice. But it will put you off on a good foot. You will be better off than most traders, because most traders lose money trading. But if you have an approach, a systematic approach that takes into consideration putting the probabilities in your favor and using good risk management, then mathematically you're setting yourself up for success. 30% discount in the description. Okay. So let me turn off all these levels here, guys. Let me turn them all off here. Let me turn them all off. And yeah, so let's talk about where could the corn possibly go. And by the way, like the video, guys, because if we can get this up to 750 likes, I will absolutely be giving away 0.025 Bitcoin. So call your mama, call your uncle, your great Aunt Sally, your dear Aunt Sally, and tell her to like the stream, guys. Like the stream, because we are giving away some juicy information and possibly some juicy Bitcoin too. So, if we lose the range here, then where are we looking? Where are we looking to dump down to? Well, I feel like there's a few areas. Now, first of all, you guys know I love fibs, right? Y'all know I love some fibs. And we could pull our fib from here, from the swing low, and see that we do have an untapped golden pocket underneath all the lows that we've already put in the range, right? And so for certain, down around this golden pocket, if we dump down here, I will be absolutely looking for a bounce, right? I will absolutely be looking for a bounce if we dump. Now, are we going to dump? Well, I'll be honest with you guys. If we go to the 12-hour time frame, money flow is coming down, VWAP's pointing down, red dot, 6-hour time frame, money flow is curving to the red, VWAP is pointing down, 4-hour time frame, money flow curving to the red. You know, even on the 1-hour time frame, we have yet to put in any kind of bullish divergence. And you guys know that for me, the bottom is in. The bottom is in when we get a bullish divergence, right? So look at this. Right here, we got a bullish divergence, and the bottom was in, okay? Of course, we wicked down a little bit lower than that, but in general, I'm speaking in generalities, right? The bottom was in here. Coming down to the low of the range before making our way back up to the high of the range, right? We could say that the bottom was in right here when we put in the bullish divergence, momentum coming up, price coming down, of the range where we made our way back up to the high of the range. So now we're kind of at the midpoint of the range, okay? This would be our first area that we would look for support at the middle of the range. But then, if we lose that, then we're looking back down to the low, okay? And what I have yet to see here is a bullish divergence. Now, for me, a bullish divergence on the 1 hour, again, usually marks the low. And so what we want to wait for is money flow to come down on Market Cipher. Oh my goodness, look at SHIB, guys. Oh my goodness, would you look at the SHIBmeister? Oh my goodness, would you take a look at the SHIB-tastic SHIB? Oh man, look at it dumping down, losing the golden pocket, going down to another golden pocket. Let's see what's going to happen. Go to the 24-minute time frame. She's making a dump. She's on the toilet. She's got diarrhea. She ate too much fiber. She ate some E. coli. She ate some eggs that were raw. Oh my goodness, she's dumping down. And you know what else? You know what else, guys? You know, we are coming to a golden pocket. Just throwing it out there. SHIB is coming to a golden pocket with some slight bullish divergences on the 24-minute time frame, bullish divergences on the 1 hour time frame, potential bounce coming up around this area, guys. She's coming around the track. That's how she rolls. That's how she does it. SHIB is dumping. SHIB is bouncing right now. SHIB is dumping. What is going on? Holy SHIB. What is happening over here, guys? I'm on my phone. Zachary is puking. Shout out to Zachary. You know, and by the way, guys, I did long SHIB last night from the golden pocket right here, because how could you not? How could you not, right? It was a juicy one in the VIP Discord, potential altcoin trade setups. That was the last trade that I took, up 116%, high leverage, right? You know, it was a scary one, but we did get some bullish divergences on the lower time frames. I was personally waiting for a bullish divergence on the 1 hour time frame coming down to that golden pocket. That's what I was waiting for, okay? So now, looking at the old SHIBmeister, okay, potentially now we have a golden pocket around 0.00048-ish, okay, potentially. But what we want to see is, are we getting bullish divs on the lower time frames as well? Yeah, we are. You know, but you got to be careful with the lower time frame divs because we got them the whole way down. And yeah, we got little bounces, but you know, we didn't get the bounce, right? We didn't get the bounce. Okay. Now SHIB is a meme coin, guys. SHIB is a meme coin. Got to keep that in mind when we are signing up to the to trade SHIB over here, because SHIB is crazy, guys. SHIB is just so crazy. Oh my goodness, SHIB. Oh my goodness. You crack me up. You crack me up, SHIB. SHIB cracks me up. Take a look at the 6 minute here. Getting some bullish divs on the 6 minute. Just slight 12 minute. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Wowzers. That's so funny. That's so funny, guys. Whew, man, what a day, guys. Yesterday was such a crazy day. It threw me around the ringer. Because of those trades, man. These wicks, right? These wicks, the shorts and the longs and the shorts. Oh my goodness. Guys, I'm changing my pants every 3 days. I'm taking a dump. I've got to put on my shorts, take a dump in my shorts. Then I got to put on my long trousers to ride the price back up. Just to dump again, guys. The cycle of life. The digestive tract, guys. The digestive tract. And speaking of digestive tracts, guys, as I was saying, on the 1 hour time frame for the Bitcoin, the bottom is in. The bottom for me is in when we see what I like to call the uneven butt cheeks. All right? The uneven butt cheeks, guys. The uneven butt cheeks means the bottom is in. The bottom is in, guys. All right? Look at it here. Look at it. Let it sink into your soul. Let it sink in. Okay? When we see price making a lower low and we see the uneven butt cheek on Market Cipher B, where we have the butt with the crack in the middle and the left butt cheek is much larger than the right butt cheek, right? That means the bottom is in. The juicy left cheek is our sign that we might be bottoming out. But the right glute, that doesn't fire. It doesn't fire when you're doing your squats. You're doing your deadlifts. Okay? Doesn't fire. You know, you guys can tell I like the gym, all right? I'm into the gym. Right? Okay? I'm into the gym, guys. And if that glute doesn't fire consistently, and you don't go to a physical therapist or an orthopedic massage therapist who specializes in sports medicine, if that right glute gets injured and it doesn't fire when you're squatting, what will happen is your quads will take over from your posterior chain and you'll end up with an uneven buttocks. All right? That means the bottom is in. The bottom is in. When you get into this situation where you have an uneven butt, you know you have to make some kind of change in your life. And so when Bitcoin gets to that point, it knows it needs to make a change in the life and go back up to the high of the range. All right? Now, let me see here. I'm going to delete some of these brushes, these brush strokes. Delete some of these brush strokes here. Delete the uneven butt cheek analogy. Okay. And yeah, so again, you know, if the corn comes lower than the range here, and again, this range, we could pull it from, it doesn't have to be pulled from here. We could pull the range from all the way over here. And I guess the value area low is about the same. But yeah, this golden pocket's looking very juicy simply because we can also see that just in general, we have a very clear level of resistance flipped into support. So yeah, this is a strong support. I would be looking for a long from down here. If we lose that level, guys, if we lose that level, then what? Well, then we need to go to a higher time frame and say, okay, we've lost the range. We've lost the range. Now what? If we lose the range, I mean, look at the range, guys. The range is just this little tiny bull flag up here. right? As day traders, we forget. We're longing and shorting. It feels like Bitcoin's going, ah, ah, ah. We're getting nauseous, bleh, throwing up, puking and pooping and butt cheeks. But when we zoom out, guys, it's just trading sideways. Just trading sideways, right? Nothing too crazy. Just trading sideways, right? So what if we lose the range? Well, if we lose the range, then we look down to other areas of support. And what I can see here, just by looking at the Chisnart, is that, you know, right about here, we had another range. Right about here, right? We can kind of see we had another range here. And so what I'd be looking to do is saying, okay, we lost this range. Where was the previous range? Maybe Bitcoin will come back down to test the high of the previous range and get a bounce from it. Because we have to remember, when we're in a range, the range high is resistance and the range low is support. But when we're outside of a range, right? Like we broke out of this range, what used to be our resistance now becomes our support, RTL, okay? And so we know now if we fall back down, we should be looking for support around this area. Now, I'm just drawing lines on a chart arbitrarily using my good old ojos, which is Spanish for eyes, okay? And shout out to all my white Cubans in the house, like myself. I'm Cuban. And I'm also a whole bunch of other stuff, guys. I'm a mutt. But what we would also want to do is we would want to pull a fib from the swing low to the swing high and see, is there any other confluences? Any other confluences? Well, what do you know? Gosh darn, put me on a tractor and call me Aunt Sally and let me ride the horse to school. But we can see that the high of the previous range is the 382 fib retracement, and the low of the previous range is the golden pocket fib retracement. So we have our levels, right? We're in this range. We're going to trade in this range unless we break out. And then we could look at this as a potential range. And if we break low, then we can look at this as a potential range. And we're just going to take it level to level, right? In theory, it's easy. In practicality, it's hard. You know why? Because our emotions, guys, our emotions get in the way. Our emotions get in the way and they ruin everything. They ruin just about everything, right? Bitcoin's at the VWAP. Bitcoin is trading at the VWAP right now. Look at that massive pump right here. Also got a bearish divergence on the 1 minute time frame so far. Money flow coming down as we're coming up to that VWAP. Now let's take a look, see what's going to happen at the VWAP. Now, if I had to make a bet, I'd say there's a high probability of rejection. I'd say there's a very high probability of rejection here. And this is the kind of rejection I'm talking about, all right? Put on good old Market Cipher SR. Now, the reason why I consider this could be a rejection here, now it doesn't have to, right? But the reason why I'm considering it is because, take a look here. Where's my good old fib? Where is my fib? It's the 3 minute. Man, now I lost my fib. Good old Jason, where'd I pull the fib from? Casper. My computer is totally tripping out right now, guys. My computer is absolutely tripping out. Let's go to the 6 minute and see what we got brewing here. Yeah, honestly, guys, I feel like we're gonna get rejected from this VWAP right here. I feel like we're not going to be able to hold it. And I could be wrong, but if I ain't mistaken, guys, this is called a bearish divergence right here. And money flow is also coming down, okay? And I could have sworn that we had a fib here too. I could have sworn that we had a fib here, guys. Does anyone remember where did I pull that fib from? I had it this morning in the VIP Discord when I was posting my levels for the day. I had a 382 right at the VWAP. Right at the VWAP. This is also a fib level right here. Right around 62.18. Here we are, 62, right around that 382. So the 382 is a little bit higher. The 382 would probably be coming in right around here. So we're at a resistance, guys. We're at a resistance. What we can do now is we can take a look and see what is happening on the lower time frames. Well, the 1 minute is telling us that things look slightly bearish. Okay. The 6 minute is telling us things look slightly bullish because the money flow is crossing up, but at the same time, we do have this bearish divergence forming. So right now, what we have to do is we have to be a judge, okay? And if you're scalping, this is why it's so important to use good risk management. Because if this wave if this VWAP starts to cross over like this and this wave prints lower than that higher one, then we're going to come down. Okay, but if it doesn't, then we can go up because the money flow is crossing to the upside. And so we can go down to lower time frames to try and see what is happening on a lower time frame. Well, on the 3-minute time frame, I have to be honest, things are looking kind of bearish. We see money flow coming down. We see the momentum wave coming down, making me kind of think that we're going to get a rejection here. Now, keep in mind, guys, I'm not entering any kind of short here. I don't even know if I'm going to trade today. I have a few trades that I'm looking at, but I'm not looking to take a short right now. Now, on the 1-minute time frame, you know, if this momentum wave crosses over now, then we do have a very clear bearish divergence of momentum and money flow, which makes me think we could come down low. I think there's a high chance we come down low. If we go to the higher time frames, like the 1 hour, we can see that we do actually have a bullish divergence on the 1 hour. But money flow is crossing down to the low side. Money flow is coming down red on the 1 hour. So usually when that happens, when we get a bullish divergence on the 1 hour, but money flow is coming red, it means we are going to get a move to the upside, which we see here. But it means that we're going to get probably a curve over like this, okay, where the VWAP will eventually make its way back down that, and we'll print either a higher wave or a lower wave. It can vary, right? When you see something like this, where the money flow is red on the 1 hour with a bottom, okay, this is when I like to look for uneven butt cheeks to get into a long. Now, does it mean that we're definitely going to come lower? No, doesn't mean that at all, guys. Nothing's guaranteed. That's why I wait for the levels and I don't trade unless I get there. So we'll see what happens here. We'll see what happens. Let's check out back to the 1-minute time frame. Still have that bearish div potential, guys. Still have that potential here for the bearish div. I'm not sold. I'm not sold that we've reclaimed the VWAP yet. Okay? Not sold on it, guys. I'm not sold. Not sold at all. No. No. Take me to a used car dealership. Try to get me to buy that car. It's not going to work. I'm not sold. I need more proof. I need more proof, guys. I'm not sold. I'm not sold. Right? Speaking of car dealerships, guys, you know, I am unfortunately, and I'm ashamed. I am ashamed to admit this, guys. But, oh, look at that guy. Shib getting a bounce off the GP right here. Shib getting a bounce off the GP. Yeah, baby. Oh, yeah, baby. Let's go, Shibmeister. Let's go, Shibinator. I mean, technically, you know, this could be a bullish div, but I mean, honestly, guys. I mean, honestly, does this look super bullish to you? It looks a little bit bullish to me, but I would not trust it. I would not trust it, guys. Look at the 1 minute. Look at the 3 hour, the 4 hour. You know, if this 1 hour bullish div does confirm, then I would have more confidence in this. But here's the thing. Here's the thing, guys. You know what the thing is? The thing is, this is looking like a floppy butt cheek, right? We want to see a tight butt cheek, right? We want to make sure that they're going to the gym, okay? Let's actually Google floppy butt cheeks. Now, forgive me, if you have any children, you might want to... Okay. I'm sorry. Let's keep it PG, guys. Okay. I've waxed. I've gone too far. Forgive me. Okay. When the butt cheeks start to flop, you know, then, you know, maybe it's not the best trade in the world. But I will tell you guys, I am long on it. I'm up 137%. Shib is so crazy. Shib is so crazy, guys. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. How am I up so much on Shib? Oh, that was the wrong trade. That wasn't my Shib trade. That was my Bitcoin trade. Let me take some profits here, guys. Okay, good. Fill in the limits. I'm up about 65, 70, 70%, 80%. Oh my goodness, guys. I am making the big bucks right now on Shib, okay? Let me like lock in this trade here. Yeah, let me lock it in, guys. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna lock this baby in here, and I'm actually gonna go ahead and let everyone know that the trade got triggered in the Discord, because you know, gotta lock it in. If you're not locking in your profits, guys, you are putting yourself at some risk here, putting yourself at some risk, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not too confident about that 1 hour bull div, guys. But hey, you know, it's enough. It's enough to make a quick little profit here. It's enough to make a quick little profit. And honestly, that's all you need. If you take enough quick little profits here, you know, it can work out. Okay. Shout out to everyone who took the SHIB trade with me yesterday. Shout out to everyone who took the SHIB trade with me today. Okay. But yeah, we did have a you know, as long as we hold above this support right here, I'm still would be bullish on it. As long as we hold above this second golden pocket, right? I will let us come down to this this 0.65. We also have a high volume node right here. Okay. What does that mean for Bitcoin? Wow, look at that, Bitcoin. Wow, is this real Bitcoin? Is this real? Wow, look at that. See, bearish div on the 6 minute, invalidated. Money flow about to cross to the upside now on the 12 minute. This looks bullish to me, guys. This absolutely looks bullish to me. I have to be honest with you. Well, you know, what can you do? You can't catch them all. I should have longed the golden pocket down here. Shout out to, by the way, I see you guys in here. Shout out to good old Harley Kinex, who gave this trade setup in the VIP Discord this morning in the advanced TA section to long that 618 613311, and he was spot on because we bounced off 613336 ish. I guess, you know, that golden pocket, right? I can't get it to that level, but we bounced off of that, guys, and he was spot on with his trade setup. Bullish divergence on the 12 minute, right out of the golden pocket. You know, I missed it, guys. I totally missed it. I wasn't bought, right? I wasn't bought, but hey, here we go. Shout out to everyone who took the trade. But these bearish divs, man, they make me nervous here on the lower TIFs, the lower time frames here. Let's check out back our beloved SHIB here. Okay, SHIB. Still doing good. Still doing good. The 1 hour. If this 1 hour bullish div confirms, guys, I would say that the bottom is in. I would say that. Bad, not bad. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Let's go, SHIB. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. It's so funny. This tiny little movement here has been, you know, so far like a 6% move. It's so funny, right? Because Bitcoin, to get a 6% move on Bitcoin, I mean, you've got to do the craziest stuff. You got to do the craziest stuff here. Like this trade here for Bitcoin was like 1%, 1.5% after all this price movement. Let me pop back into the Chiznat over here. Shout out to Memory Man, by the way. Thanks for being here, bro. How do you join VIP? You go to patreon.com/Jason Gasper. We have a really good community of traders in there, guys. We have a really good trade community. People posting good technical analysis in the advanced TA channels. Shout out to this guy reminding people to lock in your profits, right? Harley Connects. You know, he's the man. Getting those good trades going on, right? Shout out to K-Pax. Shout out to the Toast Father. Shout out to White Phoenix and Boyan posting the good technical analysis. And it's okay if you don't use purple and blue candles, okay? But for me, I use purple and blue candles. Okay, I use purple and blue, and this Head and Shoulders was absolutely juicy, guys. This is the short from that high there. Okay. Now I don't usually trade Head and Shoulders, but they're just added confirmation for me that my short is going to be good. It's going to be a good short. All right. Wow, Bitcoin surprising me here, guys. But we do have, I mean, these bearish divergences are forming. They're forming. But hey, you know, maybe my short is about to get squeezed. And if it does, it's okay. Because I'm schlong, guys. I am schlong. I'm schlong on Bitcoin. I'm long from down here, and I'm short from up here. So if price pumps, awesome. I'm already schlong. Okay, I'm even short from up here still. So if price dumps, I'm short. If price pumps, I'm schlong. I'm long from this wick here. I'm also long from this wick down here. So I'm in some good positions either way. And that's how I like to trade. That's how I prescribe trading, right? I'm like a pharmacist, just prescribing you like a doctor, right? A doctor. I'm like a drug dealer. Okay, a doctor. You go to the doctor, what do? Do they ask, hey, how do you sleep? Do you have stress in your life? What's your diet like? No. Nope. They're like, hey, I want to sell you some drugs. All right? I want to sell you some drugs. I just went out on a nice vacation paid for by Pfizer or some other pharmaceutical company. And they said, you know, the more of these drugs I can sell, the more money I will give you. And so because of that, patient, I would love to sell you some drugs. What's wrong? Do you have any symptoms that I can prescribe drugs for? Right? And that's kind of how I am, right? I'm like, what's wrong? Are you losing money at trading? Well, maybe you should try schlong. Maybe you should try schlong. All right? Common side effects include, let's see. Shout out to Tina. She is the woman in the Discord. Shout out to Joshua, who joined the Discord on Monday and is worth every penny. We try and provide value, guys. Let's see if we can smash up the likes, guys. If we can get 750 likes by the end of the stream, I will absolutely give away 0.025 Bitcoin. Shout out to Blues, who says American doctors are salesmen. Well, they're trained for, my friend. Am I a drug dealer, says Kirsch? Well, SLP. Everybody, SLP, 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 USDT is absolutely breaking out. It's a I'm bullish. Money flow crossing up. Look at this, guys. At support, anchor wave, trigger wave. This is a bullish coin right here, okay? Bullish. I'm bullish. Did I mention that? Look. Now I can't trade this on Bybit or PHEMEX, but if you can trade this coin, we have a lot of upward potential right now. This coin has so much upward potential right now. Like 500% potential or higher, okay? 500% or higher. SLP, slip. We're talking about metaverse stuff. The metaverse, Facebook, metaverse, augmented reality, virtual reality, right? Living outside of reality. SLP, guys, come on. This thing is bullish. Thank you. Oh man, who just Adi D. Thank you for everyone who wants to make some non-financial advice. Check it out. Yeah, this is not financial advice, okay, guys, but always make sure to watch your slongs and fibs. Yeah. What's happening with Phantom? Elena wants to know from London. KuCoin has slip. Yeah, I'm on KuCoin, guys. I forget my dang password. I forget my password. It's been so long. I hate KuCoin, you know? I'm not a big fan of the old KuCoin. Not a big fan of the old KuCoin guy. But XR Pizzle is pumping. What's the Bitcoin doing here? Still pumping? Still pumping? I mean, you know, these bullish divs are not confirming, so you know, it makes me more bullish. But oh man, I can't help but be bearish. I'm sorry, guys. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me unless you're gonna go to jasoncaspertrading.com. Yes, you can listen. And one other thing, guys. How's the 12-minute 3-hour working? I mean, it's a great strategy, right? Yesterday, I'm pretty sure we had a losing setup here. We had a losing setup right here with the long because this thing dumped down. But I mean, depending on what happens now, let's see. We might get another setup here. We might actually get another setup very, very soon. So yeah, it doesn't have 100% win rate, but it does have a very, very high win rate. I think out of the 100 some trades I tested, I think 12 to 15 of them were actual losers, and a handful of them, about the same number, 12 to 15, were break evens, meaning you hit one take profit that wasn't very much, and then you got stopped out at your entry, and so it's basically a break even. So overall, if you use that strategy, I think you can be profitable over time with it. Right? I mean, just the last 3 trades that we could have made using that strategy, 2 of them were massive, massive wins, and 1 of them was a loss. And if you're using good risk management, then you would still be in profit overall. So yeah, here we go, guys. The 12-minute money flow about to cross to the upside. The 3-hour time frame looking like it wants to print the dang green dot. No bullish divs, though. Well, I'll take it, guys. I'll take it. If I missed this long, I'll take it. I'm glad I got this one yesterday. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take being long from here. Take it. I guess I'm long from here. I'm sorry. Long from here. I'll take this. I'll take this long. I'll take long from here and long from here. And ride this thing up, baby. I'm also still long from 40K. I'm also still long from 35.5K. Shout out to CryptoFace, who gave the call in the Discord, and I took it, and I'm still in it. Cool, guys. Yeah, blues is correct. Risk management is the first thing you should learn when trading. Risk management, and then patience and discipline and strategy. Because honestly, yeah, you know, if you think about it, if you're using good risk management and you're just flipping a random coin, entering random trade. In fact, I'm pretty sure there's videos out there of people just entering random trades on YouTube with no strategy, but just risk management. I'm pretty sure they break even. I'm pretty sure they just break even. They long, they short, they take their profits at a certain place, they have their stop loss at a certain place, and they break even, and they have no strategy at all, just random. So can I check out Nas? It's not a crypto, but I would really like to hear your thoughts. It's not a crypto? All right, let's check it out. Oh my goodness. What happened to the real Nas, guys? What happened to the real Nas? Right? What is this nonsense? What the heck is this even? If anybody knows what this is, right? This is some high level psychological games, all right, that the elites are playing with our generation, guys. This is some crazy stuff right here. This is some dark, crazy stuff. If you follow this guy and his history, I think you'll know he has to be planted in the industry in order to lead young people astray, in order to lead the young generations astray. All right, you know, I miss the days when rappers were manly. You know what I'm saying? This is I mean, what the heck, man? What the heck? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the heck? Seriously, what the heck? What the heck, man? This is not cool. This is not cool, right? And I don't have any problems with anybody who happens to be persuaded to the same biological chromosome pair, right? You do what you won't do. But I just don't like the fact that there's certain people trying to push certain agendas on others, right? I'm not down with that, right? Now, where's real Nas, all right? Where's real Nas? Right, here he is. Here he is, right? Look at this guy. You wouldn't want to mess with this guy, right? Wouldn't want to mess with that guy, right? The other guy, yeah. Not very threatening, right? This guy, you wouldn't want to mess with him, right? Now, I know we're not talking about the rapper, okay? I know. But, I don't know what we're talking about. Is that a stock? Is that a stock? Now, of course, regular Nas, right? I don't agree with what he's trying to push on society either. Don't get me wrong. But it's like a whole nother level. This new stuff is a whole nother level. Well, now that we're waxing not out of technical analysis, you know, maybe I should end the stream kind of soon. Yeah, Lil Nas X is definitely a plant. The dude is a plant. I mean, that is in no way is that something naturally that would become unpopular, right? It wasn't his song like #1. He broke a record for #1. I don't feel like that happens. I don't feel like that happens. Taken from someone who used to be in the music industry. You know, I was in the metal scene, guys, and I will tell you, you had bands like The Devil Wears Prada releasing albums that were #6 on the Billboard Top 200. And the radio would not even touch it. So clearly, the music that people want, the music that the industry wants people to hear is not necessarily the music that is the most popular. And I mean, it's crazy when you hear the music that comes out today. I sound like an old man, but honestly, there is like zero creativity, zero talent. It's just like complete garbage. Complete garbage. Absolute garbage. Lyrically, musically, creatively, garbage, man. Garbage. Crypto yacht is an industry plant. No, I'm not down with the Let's Go Brandon thing. I'm not down with it. I think that's a plant too. Not a plant, but it's obviously something that they want people to be saying. And I'm not down with it. Besides, Brandon is not in control of anything, guys. Come on. Brandon's not in control of anything. It's not his fault for anything. Guy can't even find his way back into the house when he gets off the car. Come on, guys. And you know who else wasn't in control of anything? The orange one. He wasn't in control of anything either. Because, oh man, am I about to do this? Well, it's okay. I can trash talk Trump all I want. YouTube likes that. People love Trump. They worship him as if he's Jesus. You know, first of all, the dude allowed everything that's happening now to happen, right? Operation Warp Speed was his thing, all right? He's the one that allowed all the businesses that are out of business now to shut down. He is the one who started all the stimulus printing to destroy the economy. More spending under the orange man than under the previous. Just saying. They play us like a fiddle, guys. They get anti-Obama in there to make us conservatives be like, rah, rah, oh yeah, man, Trump is gonna bring us back. No, he ain't. They just want us to rally around somebody so that they can control us more. Two wings of the same bird, guys. Two wings of the same dang bird. Two wings of the same bird. And good old Orange Man, he was a huge supporter of the Clintiones, and he was on the good old Epstein flight logs. Am I allowed to say that on YouTube? I don't know. And then, man, he was swearing up and down to put old Hillary in jail, right? And drain the swamp. He didn't drain him. If he did drain him, maybe Brandon wouldn't have as much power as he has. Just saying. Sorry, guys. Man, I am absolutely freaking out right now, man. I'm going to get myself shadow banned. Jesus is king, guys. You know, Jesus is king, right? He's the king. Sorry. Forgive me, guys. I'm going to talk into the mic. All right, on that, I'm going to end the stream, guys. I might have to delete this one. But, before I go, receive this blessing. Receive this blessing in the Hebrew language, everybody. Yeah, I'm sorry, Bojan. I hope I don't get the channel taken down. Receive this blessing, everybody. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chunecha. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha. Shalom. B'shem Yeshua HaMashiach Elohei Israel, which means in English, may the Lord bless you, may he protect you, may he cause his face to shine upon you, may he have grace upon you, may the Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you completeness, in the name of Jesus the Messiah, the God of Israel. Amen. All right, guys. Peace. Thank you for being here. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe to the